What is the purpose that drives you to go after a dream? What's your why? For many people, when I ask, what's your purpose? What is it that you want to do? What's the why of your existence? They go nuts. It's for them, it's really hard to find out their purpose. So what is purpose? Is it really hard to find out? What is purpose? Purpose is your compass. It's where you're going. It's your goal. It's your destination. It's the principles and values that you stand for. It's the mission that you want to accomplish in this life. It's the meaning. In other words, it's the meaning that you find in everything you do. We have this technology, this mobile phone that you are right now watching me talking. There is a purpose for that technology, that device, and there is a purpose why you are here. So my question is, where are you going? Do you have a purpose? Where are you going? Do you have a destination? If you don't have a destination, the problem is you will never reach a destination. You will never reach anywhere. So it's necessary to find out a destination. It's necessary to find out a cause that you're standing for, a why for the existence of your life. Sometimes, you might need to spend some time to discover this. Sometimes people might have to go through a lot of, different experiences to discover it. But it's necessary to have a why, because physiologically, biologically, we are hardwired to have a purpose. And this is one of the reasons we seek why in everything we do. We need to know why. And this is also one of the reasons why, we keep exploring, because we wanted to know more. We wanted to know, we are curious, and we wanted to find out the meaning behind everything. And so it's necessary. This is why one of the reasons why many people are depressed. People don't find their happiness. It's because they don't find meaning in what they do. Now, is it difficult to find out meaning? No, it's not. It's not, because you can find meaning in the very thing that you're doing right now. If you can connect with yourself and to the things that you're doing. Maybe you are working as a janitor in a hotel. How can I find a meaning, a purpose, doing a small job as a janitor? How can you do that? Maybe, years ago, I used to wash buses. I used to wash buses for my living and for my educational purposes. And I was, at the beginning, I hated doing that. I wasn't really proud of, but later I realized the value that I added to that service. Later I realized, because of course, washing it's a very manual job, and it may not give me lots of money, but it indeed helped many people. Maybe just imagine a person who was wearing a very nice white clothes and just got on the bus and wanted to sit there, but if he were to sit in some ugly place, just imagine how uncomfortable that person would be, and imagine the whole that discomfort that he would take from just for sitting there, and then to the office where he was going. Maybe he might be going to an interview. Just imagine how discomfort he would feel when he stands in front of that interview panel. But but when I did my work with utmost heart, when I did my work, it helped another human being to live a better life. And if I can connect with that, connect with that purpose, if I can connect my task, the thing that I do with other people, and I think that's where you find purpose. Some people say that you're born with a certain purpose. Now, I don't quite agree with with how that everyone has their own unique purpose. I don't quite agree. Some people may not find it, or may not be born, because first of all, there is no way to find out such a thing that we all were born into with a particular purpose. Although we can philosophically say that, but it is still hard to prove that everyone was born with a particular purpose. But what we can say is that we are hardwired to find meaning. hardwired to find meaning. And that's one of the reasons why it's necessary to find meaning in the things that you do. Sometimes you may have to do the things that you hate doing. Sometimes you may have to go through painful situations that you never wanted to go through. But if you can connect with that experience to people, to a higher purpose, to a higher meaning, to a higher goal, you can find meaning, purpose in that very suffering. And it will help you to grow more, to progress in lives, to develop yourself as a better human being. What's your purpose? What is it that is driving you, that is pushing you forward? Years ago, I was born into a very lower middle class family. And there was, low financial condition, there was pain, there was suffering. I was physically, mentally, and emotionally abused. And I had to, every night I would cry at night, thinking why I had to go through all those pains. And I still don't know how I made it. I still don't know. But I know that I made it. Through that suffering, through the painful situations. Today, when I look back, the person that I am today, changes that I have brought in my personal life as well as social life, is because of those painful situations. It's because I used those painful experiences to connect to some higher purpose, some higher meaning with my life. I connected those dots, and that's one of the reasons I found meaning in that suffering. Now I don't cry for those painful situations. I no longer do. I'm happy for being born in such a family. I'm happy for being going through all those painful situations. I'm happy because now today, when I look back, I can connect those painful experiences with the goals that I'm going to achieve, with the goals that I'm going after. I can connect it with that. So if you can connect the work that you do, the goal that you're going after, if you can connect with some higher meaning, some higher purpose, maybe it could be connecting with the people that you love. So if you can do that, you will find a purpose in your life. Having that purpose is necessary. Having that purpose will push you hard when it's really hard to move on. Having that such a purpose, strong purpose, will help you to move further when it feels like not moving at all. Because we all go through painful situations. Sometimes such a situation, you may be going through a painful relationship. Maybe you are in a broken relationship. Maybe you are financially in a bad situation. Whatever the pain that you're going through, whatever the pain that you are taking, that you're bearing, you can change that situation. If we can use that situation for the next journey, for the purpose that you want to accomplish, for the mission that you want to accomplish, just ask yourself, where am I going? Where am I going? Am I going to the right destination, or am I going to the wrong destination? Am I staying where I am, where I have been for a long time, or am I moving? Do I have a purpose? And that's necessary. It's necessary to find such a purpose. Do I have a purpose?